What's an invitation? Have you ever hear somebody getting an invitation? You know what one is? What's an invitation? It's like when you get invited to a party. That's good. What's that mean when you get invited? What's that mean? You get to go to it. Okay. You know, you are invited to this table. Who do you think invites you here? God. This is God's table. Put your hand up there. This is God's table. And every one of you has a place at this table. And all of us here today who are here are excited that you are willing and wanting and able to be joining us at this table. Everybody has a place at this table. And today is your day for the first time for you to join us at this table. Now I'm going to ask all of you to turn around and look out at this big crowd. Look out there. Now see if you can find people you know. Find anybody you know out there? Now, parents, I want you just to look up here at your child. In the name of God's church, I want to thank all of you parents for being the first missionaries to your children in the faith. They are at this table today because you have been willing to be a missionary for them. If they believe in God, it's because you have shared your faith with them. In the name of the church, in the name of this parish community, in the name of all God's people, thank you. Thank you for your willingness to share your faith with these young people so that they could be believers. Can you imagine your life without your children in it? Aren't you different today because these little ones were given to you as a gift by God? Is this not a special day for you to remember that God has entrusted to you one of his great treasures in your children? Do you remember the day you first brought them home? Do you remember looking into these little faces and when they look back at you and how different your life is today because of it? Some would say you haven't been the same since. But you are different today because God has sent these people as missionaries to you. Because is it not true that much of your belief today has been confirmed by the experience you have had of your children? Have they not been for you messengers from God today and since they were born? And as pastor of this local community church, I can tell you that we are all blessed to have them as members of our family. We are all blessed. And we are all changed. The world was changed when these people were born. The world is changed today. Our church is changed today because they are at this altar, ready to join us at the Lord's table. And so I'm going to ask all the members of our parish, all those guests who are here, all believers who are here, all who know and love and follow Jesus, to congratulate these young people on this big step they're taking in their life today. They are joining us at the Lord's table by his invitation. They join the Lord at this table, and we are privileged to have these young people as our new brothers and sisters at the Lord's table. Can we congratulate them now? Our faith will only grow if it is shared. Our faith can only go deeper when we share our own struggles, our lives, our joys, when we share those things together. That's how faith is not only taught, it's caught and grows and develops. It is because of you parents and godparents who are here. Godparents, I always say this at baptism, you are not the Queen of England. You are not a figurehead. The church is relying on you to be a continual example of what it means to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. You are important in your godchild's life. The early church believed that when we die, we're not met at the pearly gates of heaven by St. Peter. We're met by our godparents, which means you've got to go first. But either way, you'll be there to meet them as you are there today to meet them at the Lord's table. As we gather today at this table, and break the Lord's bread and drink the cup, all of us are blessed by our faith and by those who have shared their faith with these young ones so that they now come to share at his table. Let us all give thanks to God for the blessings God has given us. Amen. We can go back to your places. And the rest of us, let us stand and offer our petitions